Well, in the latest development with relations to South Africa's claim of genocidal intent against Israel at the ICJ, International Court of Justice, now Namibia has slammed Germany for supporting Israel. Now, Namibia is one of the countries that has supported South Africa's case against Israel. Hello, I am Mahlet Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. So tonight we are going to look at the South Africa's claim of genocidal intent against Israel, but in relation to Namibia. So Namibia, it's not out of nowhere that they have slammed. Germany, because there is a history of genocide committed by Germany against the Nama and Herero people of Namibia. In fact, there are about, Germany was responsible for about the massacre of more than 70,000 of indigenous Herero and Nama people of Namibia between the from 1900 or 19 to be exact, 04 to 1908, in 4 years, in which, historians widely consider the first genocide of the 20th century. Now, the government of Germany is yet to fully atone for the genocide it committed. That's in fact said by the president of Namibia, Hage. I don't know how you pronounce it, but Hage or Hage Negbo. Now let's go into it. Now, just to give you a background, when South Africa has, a few days ago has presented its case, a group of lawyers, it's a genocidal intent of the genocidal intent against Israel, then there were a number of countries that supported South Africa, but the thing by itself have divided Africa's opinion, and we have come to you last week, and we have break down that thing. But because it helps now this background, let's just, the countries that supported South Africa are actually members of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, meaning from Africa. They are members of Organization of Islamic Cooperation and members of the Arab League of Nations. So it's these groups that have supported South Africa. Now, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, in fact, comprised of members of 57 countries. Out of it, around 28 members are African countries. So now, just to give you a background, geographically, you can see the whole North Africa is member, and then the West Africa is a member of it. And you see a little on there's Somalia here, and you see Mozambique here. That's really exceptional. And we have Uganda. Those are exceptional. Other than that, this is the whole West Africa. The majority is Islam dominated countries, and of course the Northern African countries. So here you see Ghana. Also, it's a member of ECOWAS, or in the West Africa, but it's not part of the Organization Islamic Cooperation. Now, Namibia. I mean, among all this, Namibia is the only country which is not a member of Organization of Islamic Cooperation, but that supported South Africa's claim of genocidal intent against Israel. So that makes it exceptional, and it's really standing on its feet on what it's supporting. It's not just, you may have said, and as I tried to show last time, because the Organization of Islamic Cooperation as a whole, before even South Africa's presentation of the case at The Hague, it has already called out the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, or OIC, has called out Israel for its action, and siding with Hamas or Palestine, publicly giving its support. So it was not really surprising, those countries supporting South Africa, but Namibia was really exceptional. It was an exceptional case. So it was in this that now there are like quite a few countries that have supported Israel, but and you can call them like powerful countries in the West, the US, the UK, some of the EU members, but even some of the EU members were silent. But there were other countries as well that have supported Israel. So you can say that Namibia is against. So Germany has supported Israel. So it is in that case where it comes, the president of the president of Namibia that he slammed Israel, he slammed Germany for supporting Israel. This is actually what he said. The German government is yet to fully atone for the genocide it committed. That's what the Namibian president has said on Saturday. So it's really interesting, it's not also surprising because Namibia is really is not just was there because it was part of the Islamic Cooperation Organization, but because it really supported South Africa. So that's where, and the history by itself also makes South Africa, Namibia, experiencing that genocide history, which is committed by the Germans in Namibia. So they have really a case to say, now. Let me just read out some of the things. Now, Namibia has denounced German support for the state support for Israel, as South Africa has charged, Israel with violating the 1948 United Nations United Convention. Now, Namibian President Hage Geingob raised that Germany's support for Israel is a contradiction, saying the former colonial power could not morally express commitment to the United Nations Convention against Genocide, including atonement for the genocide in Namibia, while it has killed about 24,000, including atonement for the genocide in Namibia while supporting Israel. That's what it says. Now, the numbers vary, but between 34,000 to 100,000, the Herero and Nama people have been killed in this, 4 years of the massacre committed by the Germans. Now, here is, this is some of the people of Namibia, depicted in picture fighting the Germans, and these are the Herero people. You can see here this child was born by is a mixed child, so you can see those the Germans committing raping the woman and having this biracial children. I'm just giving it a highlight or shedding a light on it. And now this is the Nama and Herero people mixed. Look at them. This is how the massacre was committed by the Germans. So, and there are human remains in Germany. There are a lot of things to be dealt. And the German, also, Angela Merkel on her visit in Namibia during her term in the office, she has, I think, apologized. If I'm mistaken, I would like to be corrected, but the reparation and everything, I don't know if she said it really directly, but she has mentioned it. So but there are things, it's a long way. There are reparations, there are things that needs to be returned, there are things that needs to be said directly. So the Germans has not done it the way they have done it. They have apologized and denounced the genocide that was committed, of the Holocaust. So that's where Namibia is coming from. So it has a point. But yeah, it's interesting, and I wanted really to give it a focus on Namibia, because Namibia is that country, the only country that was not, which was not a member of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, but still supported South Africa. So thank you very much again for tuning in. All your comments, questions, suggestions means a lot. I will not take it for granted. It will really help us to widen our perspectives. But we are here from the Pan-African perspective, so we value anything that's coming from the African perspective. So thanks again. Go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. If you like what we bring you here, give it thumbs up, and please let's empower each other with information and knowledge. So as I always say, go ahead and share the video with your network. It will help our YouTube algorithm. If you want to help us further, we also appreciate if you can go and donate to our PayPal account, which you can find in the description section, or it is in the pinned comment. Thanks again. That was it for me for now, but I will see you on the next one. It's a ciao ciao for me for now.